More Tailoring partners with the UW Swedish American Health Foundation to make a difference in Rockford this holiday season. This is the first year More Sustainability Institute's put on this community event. As part of its mission to reduce waste from the fast fashion industry, people use scraps from alterations to make scarves and blankets, which will be donated to cancer patients at UW Health's Carbone Center in Rockford. UW Health CEO says the Swedish American started through community foundations, and one Swedish American Foundation board member at today's event echoed the importance of that message.
Sometimes people think like it's this big medical system, what is my $25 or my $5 or my $10 going to do? It actually, when a lot of us give small amounts, it makes a huge impact.